Mr. Governor, you have declared war against us. You have declared war against the hardworking middle class of this country. You declared war against the public servants of this state. You did not declare war against the crooked bankers, the crooked real estate moguls out there, those gurus that were out there coming up with all kinds of crazy ideas, how to fool people into these crazy loans, all these schemes that left so many people homeless, so many people upside down on their homes, so many people who now have nowhere to go. You didn't go against those people that put so much suffering in the state of Florida. No, you decided to go against hardworking people, firemen, policemen, correctional officers, bus drivers. You're going after the teachers. You're going after the mechanics, the maintenance guys out there. The guys that put 8, 9, 10 hours a day. Not 8 to 5. Not 8 to 5. 6 to 2. 2 to 10. 10 to 6 in the morning. Starting at 5 in the morning, leaving at 1 in the afternoon. Starting at 1 in the afternoon, leaving at 10 at night. You don't know those hours. You've never been there. See, Mr. Governor, you made some bad enemies. You made 650,000 Florida retirement system employees really, really upset with all these ideas about cutting our pensions, making us pay here, making us lose here, making us lose there. It's a big list of things that you're doing to us. The bad guys, on the other hand, the bankers, the ones that steal, no, they're fine. The real criminals, now we're going to reduce corrections because we don't have to house those people, right? They're fine. They can live on the streets with the rest of us. They're fine. We're going to cut corrections. We're going to take away as many employees as we can. And those guys, those criminals, they'll be free. They'll be free with our children, with the old, with the sick. Mr. Governor, you created some terrible enemies. You're going to have a major problem. Let me tell you something. 650,000 of us. We're going to vote against you. We're going to organize against you. We're going to mobilize. We're going to protest. We're going to write emails. We're going to write letters. We're going to call everywhere. We're going to call every single phone in the phone book to tell people the kind of man you are. You can confuse the communities as much as you want. Yeah, you can lie to them. You can present those stories. You can have your Tea Party boys go out there and do hits on us, Glenn Beck and all those other guys. They've already done it against the firefighters, telling us that the firefighters don't do a good job or their job is not risky. Give me a break. Your job is not risky. What you do is not risky. I mean, I'll give you something though. That little move you made on those Medicare people, when you pull those $1.7 billion from those Medicare patients, that was risky. You could have gone to jail for that. You took a big chance. So maybe I shouldn't say that you're not a guy that can do dangerous things. You know, it takes a badass to do the kind of things that you did. Go against those poor old people and fool them into going here, going there, a test here, a test there, and your boys making the money. Things that they didn't need. You're a badass, Mr. Governor. You are a badass. I have to tell you that. But we're ready for you. Let me tell you something else. On top of those 650,000 that I told you about, there's 350,000. You know the numbers. 350,000 retired guys out there. You think they may be too old to be active? Maybe. I think the majority are not that old. I think they can stand up and go and mobilize and stand up in a picket line. They can do it. But those that are not, those that are very old, you know, they'll be able to maybe not stand in the line. Maybe they won't be able to hold a sign and protest and that kind of thing. But they'll be able to write letters. They'll be able to email. They'll be able to make phone calls. And then there's others that are even older and sicker. they won't be able to do anything against you, right? But they will. See, they will be able to tell their children, their grandchildren, vote against that guy. Don't support that guy. Even if it's a little whisper. Even if it's a little whisper. 90 years old, can't get up, do anything, but he can turn around and say, don't vote for that guy, that Rick Scott. He's no good. He fooled those poor people, those Medicare people, 1.7 billion. Look what he did to the policemen, the firemen, the teachers, the mechanics, the bus drivers. Look what he did to them. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The fight is on, Mr. Governor. The fight is on. And expect more of this. I'm a police officer. Let me not forget. See, I started this whole thing. I should have identified myself at the beginning, but I'm going to do it now. My name is Rafael Gomez. I'm a police officer. I'm from the South Florida area. Don't need to give you the address. It's easy to find out. It's no big deal. Like me, there's hundreds, thousands like me that are going to go out and are going to do what I'm doing and are going to mobilize. This whole neighborhood where I live, I'm mobilizing everybody here. You know one thing we're going to do? Something that came up in our page on Facebook. One of the brothers recommended that we should start dropping out of the Republican Party. You know, that's a great idea. So that you feel it. Because see, once those contributors feel uncomfortable and they feel that their party is diminishing, you're going to feel the heat. So that's one of the steps we're taking. And it's probably going to be sooner than you think. So be prepared. The war is on. Thank you, Mr. Governor. Thank you very much.